friends and loved ones, we've gathered here today not to grieve, but to celebrate a life. Gwen's virginity may have died too soon, too young, but from this we have learned something valuable. Gwen's virginity died a virgin. Gwen's virginity died a virgin. Though Gwen's virginity died before her time, we are not here to weep. Gwen's virginity met her tragic end in the basement of Jacob Finkelman's home. Gwen's virginity was not killed by Jacob Finkelman. She was killed by Malcolm Jones. 3 years later, Malcolm Jones received another gift in the form of a restraining order. Malcolm Jones needs to stay away from Gwen, her home, her family members, and her grave. Gwen's virginity was drunk. Gwen's virginity was 15 years old. Gwen's virginity had never seen a penis in real life. Gwen's virginity had never touched this boy before the night of her death. In January of 2013, Gwen's virginity went to Hannah Gustafson's 18th birthday party, and Gwen's virginity woke up the next morning and realized she was dead. We will remember Gwen's virginity not by her death, but by her life. Gwen's virginity would have wanted you to know that being buried does not always mean that you are underground. Giving up hope for a better past is forgiveness. Don't just burn bridges. Burn them, drain them, pummel them, drown them, bury them, bury them, bury them, and keep their headstone in your closet. Some things you should work very hard to not forget. Can you slut shame a dead girl? What can you even do to someone who is dead? You can bury them. Rest in peace, Gwen's virginity. Rest in peace.
I remember scooting to the edge of my seat in the movie theater, craning my body so my 7th grade boyfriend wouldn't put his arm around me. I remember fake it till you make it. I remember wondering what part of me was missing. Why didn't I want the same things as the girls around me? What did they have that I didn't? Like, sexuality was a toy their parents bought that mine couldn't afford. Trying to peel off the tape so we could reuse wrapping paper, but I was tearing with impatience at the remainder of the trappings of Christmas morning, like opening the box and seeing nothing. The same vacancy that haunts my stomach, that tells me there's something wrong with this person, that person, whoever in front of me, pushed away. I can't. The sirens in my head batter my ears when my heart swells. I can't tell the difference. I can't. Between kindness and courting, between love and destroying, between sex and rape. Your hand on my shoulder has me feeling like a kettle. Feeling like a kettle that no one will hear screaming. The water will boil forever. Turn on, turn off. Please turn off, turn off. Do not mistake the pink that rushes to my cheeks as some kind of girlish excitement, because trust me, I am seeing red. I can't. Your hand on my thigh has my throat closing like allergy to a memory. Your hand has me wondering if my teeth could sink into your flesh. Your mouth has me feeling the bite marks all over again, and it has their bruises throbbing. I can't. The wax on my candle has melted before, but it is hardened now. Your touch is no flame. I will not light your way to my disintegration. Like the present, and like the present, I could be the thing you want. But like the empty box, I am nothing you need. There is nothing left for you here. I don't know that there ever was. I wish there was some earthquake I could point to and give it a name and give it a place in history. I can name it the no good, very bad thing that happened that made me this way. The hurricane misses, but the flood comes anyway. The hurricane misses, but the flood comes anyway. Craning my body, sitting on the edge of my body. I can't be with her right now. I can't look at her in the eyes after all I have let happen to her. Sitting on the edge of my seat. Sitting on the edge. Sitting on the edge. Why did this happen this way? I didn't even get to say goodbye. I don't remember what it felt like. I don't remember. And if something happened once, does it even matter if it happened twice? So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the hangover of your poison to subside. Waiting to understand how to touch myself. Waiting for you to want me the way that I want you. Waiting to stop bleeding so you can pull your fingers out clear. Waiting for you to masturbate with my body. Waiting for you to fucking come already. Waiting for it to stop hurting. Waiting to stop hurting. Waiting to feel like I'm not pretending. Waiting for it to count. Waiting to be useful. Waiting to sweat the paranoia from my pores. Waiting to be useful. A hurricane and a flood head for the West Coast. You still order lattes, even though you're lactose intolerant. You cut your hair. I think it looks lighter, but I won't mention it, in case I actually just forgot what you look like. Do I look different? I made a point to. I'm nervous. We're nervous. It's hard to feel like you're a stranger with someone you are so very close with. Someone you love so very much. How was your summer? How was your trip? Did you fall in love? Did you swim a lot? Did you make new friends? What was the highlight? What was your rapist's name? You don't remember? You can't say it. Was it rape? Are you pressing charges? Do you still like to fuck? Did you go on any hikes? Did you work out a lot? Women I know. Women I know. Women I am. Women I am. Swapping trauma. Summer loves and sexual assaults, adventures, and attacks of heads pushed into sand. To bruises discovered in the morning, but no memory. No memory. No memory of being in a fist fight. So what happened? How was your summer? Did you wear sunscreen? Did you go to the pool? Is he a serial or solo incident kind of guy? Did the police believe you? Did the doctors? Did anyone? Laying on our stomachs at a sleepover with wet nails, we talk about screaming and silence. Just girl talk, you know. Girl talk. A little file called Gwen Frost. In a big folder, in a big cabinet, in a big room next to 1,000 other girls who just should have stayed home that night. Spitting the blood, the internal bleeding. A bite mark, bruise, hair ripped up, torn leggings, underwear inside out. The puzzle pieces fit together, but sometimes it takes a little force. Girl talk. Tell me. Tell me the story, and tell me until you can say it without crying. The judge won't be able to understand you. They won't understand you. They won't hear you. No one can fucking hear you. Speak the fuck up. Walk faster, fight tougher, draw blood, glare cold. Become hard. Don't break, don't break, don't break. If in June 2016, if I had fallen and broken my arm when I tripped off of that ledge, I wouldn't have been sprawled in and out of consciousness. Richard wouldn't have had to leave you outside the tent to go get me water. Richard wouldn't have had to come back to find you no longer outside the tent. He wouldn't have had said, "Are you guys all right?" And he wouldn't have had to hear me not respond. He wouldn't have had to hear you say, "Oh, we're fine," if I had broken my arm. If I had broken my arm, it would be easy to look at my mom in the eyes and say, "Mom, I broke my arm," but I can't say that. I can't. So I look my mom in the eyes and I say, "Mom, pass the salt." Because I would break every bone in my body before I tell my mom the last thing any mother wants to hear from her daughter. "Mom, I was raped." If there was ever a time to be strong, it is now. When God created man, woman created herself, and she asked for an apology. Did you go to the beach? Did you allow yourself to be not okay? Where'd you get those panties? The ones in the evidence bag. Is pink your favorite color? Did your mom cry when you told her? How hard? Are your eyes glued open or are they stapled shut? Were you too drunk to fuck? Were you too weak to fight? Were you not enough but way too much? Have you ever been buried alive? Are you still coughing up dirt? Did your freckles darken? Did you keep writing? How was your summer? A hurricane misses, but the flood comes anyway. My summer
My summer was okay.
was okay.
How was yours?
How was yours?
You have anything to say after? I think I'm gonna take a bath now. So you guys can stay if you want. And then we can all hang out or something. I'm gonna go upstairs. And fill this in later. Good job. Have water.
I wouldn't really submerge in that, but
I was not planning on eating the dirt. I feel like weird. Just say it. I don't know what I want. Can't get my fucking nipples wet. I'm a piece of shit. I feel like I don't want people to treat me differently. Or like tiptoe around me at all. When, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad you were there. Dude, check this out. Ah!
cried a little bit, but it was totally the right thing.
That's not good shit.
Will you roll me a 6? I'm gonna show this to my teacher as proof that that you did it. Dirt is falling in my eyes.
Oh, you're so good to me.
It's just your brows. It's just your brows.
Oh, you're so good to me.
Thank you for performing that. You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Oh,
Biggest asshole.
you get one for Flash. My mom called me.
I never know when someone's gonna die.
My dad called me 2 hours ago.